Well, in gravitation, our today's topic of discussion is the launching of artificial satellite around the Earth. There will be two types of satellites, like one is the natural and other is artificial. When we speak of moon moving around the Earth, moon is a natural satellite of Earth. Similarly, Mars, it has two satellites. They are the natural satellites orbiting around the Mars. Similarly, Jupiter and Saturn, they have large number of satellites. They are also known as the natural satellites. Similarly, the farthest planet, Pluto, has satellites. So all the satellites which are in the universe moving around the planet, they are supposed to be the natural satellites. Now, in artificial satellites, basically, first of all, it is important to know that artificial satellites, they are basically used for radio communication, the telephone communication, then estimating the depth of sea, estimating various parameters and factors about the atmosphere. So that is what the main purpose of the artificial satellite. Now, when we use the term launching of artificial satellite, basically there are various stages of the rocket. It is not that satellite is launched directly, it is with the help of rockets we have to launch the satellite in the space. We normally find that there is a three-stage rocket, and right on the top portion of the rocket, the artificial satellite, the man-made satellite is fixed. That satellite can even have the astronauts inside. That is for the experimental study of the universe. So we consider a three-stage rocket system or a multi-stage rocket system, and on the top portion we adjust the position of satellite. Now, first of all, the fuel in the rocket is burnt with the help of remote sensing, and gradually rocket starts the vertical lift. When it reaches to a certain height, one of the rocket gets blasted and then other part of the rocket starts functioning. Like this, the satellite is provided a typical velocity which may be escape velocity or which may be orbital velocity with the help of these rockets. So now our main discussion regarding the artificial satellite is as follows. The artificial satellites can be put into stable orbits around the Earth. This is done by means of the multi-stage rocket. This is what I have explained earlier. The satellite is placed on the rocket which is launched from the Earth with the help of remote sensing. When rocket reaches the maximum vertical height, a special mechanism gives a thrust to the satellite as it will be shown in the figure, producing the horizontal velocity at that particular maximum height. So first of all, the satellite is made to reach at a maximum height, and then we use technology for producing the horizontal velocity. It is known that the orbital velocity of satellite orbiting in a circular orbit at height h above the Earth's surface, that is given as V naught is equal to under root g me over re plus h square root, where me stands for mass of Earth. Normally the order of the mass of Earth is about 10 to the power 24 kilograms, and re is supposed to be the radius of Earth. Now, when we say h is added to it, it means we have reached the circumference, and from that circumference, we take certain height h, and the net distance from the center, the distance will become re plus h, and at that position, the satellite is to be imparted a horizontal velocity or less than orbital velocity or more than escape velocity. And escape velocity is given by function 2gme over r plus h. So what is the difference in the two equations? In one case we find it is gme over re plus h, and in the other case it is root 2 times of root gme over re plus h. So we find that escape velocity is root 2 times of the orbital velocity. R is the radius of Earth. It is nearly 6,400 kilometers. Now, a figure is being indicated in which write the topward arrow, dark arrow, that is horizontal velocity. Another path is a dotted path, the fifth number, it is marked with number 5. It is the hyperbolic type of trajectory. Then it is parabolic. Then it is elliptical, and it is circular. So, we find that Earth, it has radius RE, and the height from where the satellite is to be launched, that is h. So, from the circumference of Earth, we find that rocket is taken to height h with the help of, or the satellite is taken to height h with the help of rockets. That is multi-stage rocket. Now, there are different types of trajectories indicated by one. Number one is a circular type of trajectory or elliptical type. Number two, circular type. Number three, we are finding parabolic. Number four is parabolic. Number five is hyperbolic. And V stands for velocity of projection of the satellite at height h. Now, if V is less than the orbital velocity, then satellite moving on a parabolic path will come closer and closer to Earth, and finally it will fall on the Earth. Because when it becomes closer and closer, the gravity dominates and the satellite comes back to the Earth. The another case is that if V is exactly equal to orbital velocity, in that case, the satellite will revolve around the Earth in a circular orbit. So, if the velocity imparted to satellite is exactly equal to orbital velocity, in that case, the radius or the distance of the satellite will be taken as re plus h, and the orbit will be taken as circular orbit. This is the limiting minimum velocity of the satellite to revolve around the Earth. If the velocity is less than value v, the satellite will come closer and closer to Earth, and again it will fall on the Earth. So in both conditions we find if the satellite will come close to Earth, that is near the surface, the net attraction of the Earth will exceed the velocity and it will have to fall on the Earth. Now in the third case what we find, if v is greater than the orbital velocity but less than escape velocity. So orbital velocity is written according to the formula gme over re plus h, and escape velocity is written as twice of gme over re plus h. So we find that if v is greater than orbital velocity but less than escape velocity, then satellite will revolve in elliptical orbit, as it was shown in the diagram, with the center of Earth at one focus of the orbit. In elliptical orbit, the speed of the satellite varies. So when the satellite is moving around the planet in an elliptical orbit, when it is close to the planet, we find that its speed begins to increase, and when it is at the farthest point, its speed goes on decreasing. So it slows down as it gets farther from the Earth's surface and speeds up again as it approaches the Earth. This was also indicated in the diagram, and I have also explained the same situation, that if the distance of satellite is quite large from the Earth, its motion will be slow, but when it comes near the Earth, it will start moving fast. Now it is again shown in the figure. We are finding here that fastest position is shown when it is very close to Earth. A dot is indicating the fastest position of satellite. Now, when it is going away from the Earth, we are finding it is gradually slowing down. And when it goes to the lowest position, we find that it becomes slowest. That is, its velocity will become minimum. Now, it is again starting going towards the Earth, so it will again speed up and it will be moving fastest when it is very close to Earth. This is what indicated in this figure. Now, another important condition is that if v is exactly is equal to escape velocity, that is 2 times, root 2 times the orbital velocity, that is root 2 times gme over re plus h. So, if the horizontal velocity given to satellite is equal to the escape velocity, then satellite moving on a parabolic path would escape, never to return. It means if we impart escape velocity, then the satellite will never come back towards the Earth. It will not fall into the Earth. Now, if v is exceeding the escape velocity, that is root 2 times of orbital velocity, then the satellite moving on a hyperbolic path would escape. So, even in the hyperbolic path, it will escape.